Hi guys, I'm Becky. My channel's What Becky Sews. Welcome back if you're a subscriber and welcome if you're new. Today's a Friday Sews where I'm going to talk about what I've been up to with you. I hope you're well, I hope you're all happy, and I hope you've all had plenty of time to sew. So before I get into my main vlog, I just want to say a humongous thank you to everybody that commented on my Friday Sews last week, everybody that sent me well wishes, everybody that gave me their prayers, everybody that just was amazing in your response when I shared with you why I've been a little bit MIA. So it was just really lovely to have that, and I wanted to acknowledge that. So thank you very much, because it does make you feel comforted when you have messages like that to read. Also a massive thank you to those of you that bought me a coffee last week as well. It was just a really nice thing to do, and believe it or not, I actually spent it on coffee because I don't drink alcohol. It went on a couple of coffees when I was out and about with work this week. So thank you so much for that too. Right, let's go into the main part of Friday Sews and talk about what I've actually been up to this past week. So I'm going to pop in a picture of what I'm wearing today. This is the Etsy set by Tilly and the Buttons in a black linen that I got from Rainbow Fabrics. I absolutely love this set. I love to wear it paired together. I love to wear it individually. It is 28 degrees today, so it is very, very warm, which is really nice to have some sunshine, and it is making just everything smiley and happy in our house at the moment when the sun comes out to play. So I have had a week where I've been a little bit constructive. I've been quite busy this week. I've been in work most of the week. My kids break up from school today, so this is going to be the last time I have the peace and quiet of the house to actually film. I'm going to be working around them. I am in my kitchen today because I'm quickly doing this in my lunch break from work because, well, it's been a busy week, so I've not had a chance to film. So you're not getting this at my regular slot of 6 AM. You are going to get this on Friday because I'm filming it on a Friday. So we're in my kitchen because this is obviously where I work in the day. So what have I been making this week? I have started a couple of items. I told you about the Nell blouse that I wanted to make and the Saguaro trousers that I wanted to make last week. I can honestly say that that is what I've got on with. Now, I haven't actually finished my Nell blouse. I still need to, it's all constructed, it's all done. I just need to do my buttonholes and buttons and do the hem. So this is the Nell blouse that I've been making. This is from a cotton fabric that I got from, well, I think it's actually a polycotton fabric that I got from the lovely Becky from Becky's Sewing Studio. So you can see I've got all of the facing constructed. I've even got the label in. I've done the same thing that I did on my last one where I've stitched the facing down because I really like the way that that looks. I've done the puff sleeve, which actually I don't mind. I did wonder whether I would like it given the fact that it's definitely more of a structured cotton. And they're all attached, everything's in. So all I've got left to do is basically hem this and get the button and buttonholes on, like I said. I have done this in the sizes that I always do with Tilly and the Buttons. So I've done a 4 across the shoulders. I grade out under here, under my arms, I start grading into a 5, and I bring that out to a 5 under the actual arms themselves, and then I grade out to a 6 from the waist. So I'm a 5 right down to the waist, and then I grade out to a 6 from the waist, and that is because I am slightly pear-shaped. I do have a bigger, I have a thicker set tummy, and I have a bigger hip. I do tuck in quite nicely with my waist, but my waist is still thicker set because, you know, I've had a hysterectomy. I have theoretically gone through surgical menopause, but I am really narrow across here, which is why I start with a 4, grade out to the 5 and grade out to the 6, which I've done exactly the same in this Etsy top, which is also Tilly and the Buttons. Now, the difference that I have made with this is Tilly and the Buttons patterns are a 1.5 seam allowance, so they're 5/8 of an inch. I work on 5/8, sorry, rather than the center seams. So I have actually made this because the last version I made was in a viscose and it fits me just fine. I was a bit conscious with this being that structured, less drapey, less flowy fabric. So I did this with a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance rather than the 5/8, which has worked really well because I do think it gives me just a nice tidier fit around the waist and the sort of belly area, and across here there's no pulling. So I popped it on earlier. I've popped some pins in whilst I have not had the buttons in. I'll pop the footage in here. So this is me wearing them with my SD shorts. The reason I've made this is to make it as part of the set, and I'll show you how they look together because I have put them on as they are. But I love it. I mean, there's a part of me, because this is white, it's very different to, I like a bold print, but it's different to the normal kind of bold print that I go for. And some of the colours that are in this are not all Becky colours, but it's definitely a Becky Bright fabric. I've got to get used to this, I think. I don't dislike it, I do like it. I think I've just got to get used to it. And I've got to decide on what buttons I want to use on this. I've got a few different options. I think that what I might ultimately end up doing though is making myself some buttons over the weekend that I think will go more appropriately, because I have got some clear 15mm resin buttons with like purple drops in them that I've used on probably several of my garments. They're Saguaro buttons, they're always at my pop-up shop, but I just don't want to use the same buttons again on another item. So there's part of me that thinks I might pluck a couple of the other colours out, maybe the yellow, and have a clear with a spot of yellow in. I don't know. I haven't decided. I had a quick look through my button drawer earlier and I don't really think I've got anything that fits it. I do have a pink and yellow pastel kind of colour button, but I think it's just a little bit too light in colours. So yeah, that's still yet to be decided. The buttons need to be done, but that is the first thing that I've been sewing up, and I'm really, really pleased with that and how well it's come together. And it's such a quick and speedy make. I've not had a lot of time this week, and I've done that across 2 evenings, which has been perfect. Now, some of you know, because I mentioned last week that I was going to the Staffordshire Social. I really enjoy the Staffordshire Social. It's not the one that I host, it's the one that the Staffordshire Sewist hosts, which is the lovely Sally. It's based in Pencoridge in Staffordshire, and I go there once a month. Last month I was on holiday, so I missed it. So I didn't get to see the lovely Adele, and I hadn't seen Adele for over a month, and I knew that I was going to get to see her. I met her in the morning. I met her earlier than when we go to the social. We popped into Pencoridge itself because there's a few lovely charity shops in the town. We had a good look around. We had a good shopping morning. We did very, very well. And then we came up and joined the social, and bless her, the lovely Nett. So Nett is here on YouTube. She's got a channel called Nett Sews. Do go and check her out. She's got some fantastic tastes in fabrics, and I'll link her channel down below so you can go and check her out. But she was there as well, and she missed last month because she had COVID, and she was sitting on the back, and she saw me and Adele come in. She thought, would you like to sit together? I was like, yes, please. So she kindly moved so Adele and I could sit together, which I thought was really sweet because, yeah, it'd just been a while since we'd seen each other. And Adele and I were actually making the same item on that day, which was even nicer. So I took with me a pair of Saguaro trousers to make up. Something nice and simple, because I hadn't seen the group for ages. I knew that it'd be a very chatty day, and I knew that we would, you know, be having a good old chinwag because it had been a while and we've all got lots going on at the moment. And yeah, it's an opportunity. We are a good set of friends. We do share, and you know what? It was just what I needed to see them all and to forget about everything else going on and just have good sewing chit chat with my sewing friends. So I took this, which is another pair of Saguaro trousers, and it's in this gorgeous viscose linen, which is a magenta colour from Rainbow Fabrics. Now, I was on the website the other day and they still have this in stock, so I will link it down below because I think it's in the sale. So if it is something you're interested in, you can go and check it out. Now, I have actually ironed these, but you can't really tell because I've crinkled them up and chucked them on the sofa before trying to show you this. But I mean, these are just really nice. There's a little bit of give in the fabric, so when you wear them throughout the day, they loosen, but they don't loosen in the way that cotton linen does. So it's quite good because I have a blue pair in the same fabric that I got from Rainbow Fabrics. I'll pop a picture here. And I wore them earlier this week, so when I put them on, they feel snuggish across the tummy in the size that I've made, and then after a few hours of wearing them, they're not. They're absolutely perfect. So actually that give, I've made the right size because that give is just what you need, and they're not snug as in they're uncomfortable snug. So it's perfect. I think this is the perfect size for this fabric. So this is I've made one mistake on this. Saguaro pants are a really nice construction. It's a front leg, a back leg and a waistband and your pocket pieces, and they're slanted pockets that you can see here. It goes together lovely. The way that they actually do the construction of this is that you sew your front pieces together first, your back pieces together, and then you join them, and you join them at the side seams. And then you sew up the crotch area, which is actually a really nice way of doing it. Then you attach your waistband, and then you put your elastic in, and then you're supposed to add your top stitching and your drawstring. Now, what I did with this, because I was obviously having a good chin wag, was I put, because it's a plain fabric, on the inside you can see there my buttonholes, my beautifully done buttonholes. But they're on the inside, and I just thought, I'm not going to unpick it. I don't need the drawstring on there. They're lovely. They're a lovely top. They're a lovely sort of fit. It's absolutely fine. Don't ruin it by taking it all apart. So when I made these, I made them with the view that they would actually go really nicely with the Tilly and the Buttons top. Can you see the colours? I just think they go really nice together. So I popped this on this morning so I could get some footage of them both together, so you can see. Now obviously the top's not fully finished, it's not hemmed, so I've just tucked the top in, but just to give you an idea of how the two look together. And I think with my hair styled properly, my makeup done, this will be a really, really nice look, and it will be very typical me, because it's that bright pop of colours with some bold print there as well. So hopefully you like them together. I did also put I had this on when I originally put the trousers on. I wanted to show you the contrast, and I really love the black with these trousers as well, because I think that it really does make that linen stand out. It is just such a beautiful, vibrant colour. And now I have another pair of plain trousers in my wardrobe that will go with so many things and be perfect for this slightly warmer weather that we're starting to get. So that is the Saguaro trousers from Friday Pattern Company. I made an extra large in the sizing, just to give you some reference. I am a 46 hip. Well, actually I'm not, I'm a 47 hip. I'm a 47 hip, I am a 42 bust, and I am a 38 waist. So that's my sizing measurements, just to give you some idea if you want a frame of reference to the sizings that I've made up. So that's it from a sewing perspective this week. Let's talk about if I've had any new things come in, which I have had a couple of new things come in. The first thing I want to share with you is another me-made garment. It's not a garment that I've made. The lovely Adele bought with her this dress. Now this is the Sew Over It Sophia dress, and she'd made it, she made a wearable trial to see if she liked it basically. And here it is. It's in this gorgeous green viscose, I think it's a twill fabric. It's absolutely stunning. I love this green. I think this green is gorgeous, and I thought she looked absolutely stunning in it, but she said it was just a little bit too big on the boobage area, and she's not a massive fan of having a low cut top, our Adele. She tends to like having a slightly higher neck, and she gave it to me to try on, so if I wanted it I could keep it. Now bearing in mind that I want to make the Mariposa bow back dress by Nina Lee. Oh God, that was a mouthful to get out. I really liked and welcomed trying this on to see how it fits, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Now, I've put this on this morning to show you what it looks like on. What I will say is I haven't done the bow properly on the back, so you can see the fact that I'm wearing a black bra, because I haven't tied it properly to make it sit over the straps. But it does fit me, because I put it on and the ladies did the bow up for me when I was at the social. And oh, it's just a dreamy dress. And it's really nice to have somebody else's handmade item, because you just treasure it even more because somebody else has lovingly made it and now it's yours. So I am really, really happy with this. It's beautifully sewn, and yeah, it's going to be something that hopefully I get to wear with the nice warmer weather to have in my wardrobe. So thank you so much for that, Adele, because I absolutely love it, and the colour is just very me as well. So that is a Sophia dress by Sew Over It, just in case you want to know what the pattern is. I don't know the sizings that were made in this. She does have a vlog about this. If I can find her vlog, I'll link that vlog down below so you can go and check it out, where she shares this particular dress. So other new things that have come in, obviously at the social, they have a swaps table there. I went and had a nosy. Now, I watched Netso's vlog the other day and I saw all the things that she picked up. I know she picked up one of my items, but she picked up loads. I don't remember seeing half of the stuff she picked up, and maybe it was because Adele and I had gone shopping and I was running late. But I did go in, and one of the things that I picked up was this black double gauze. I want to say it's a double gauze. It might even be a single gauze, but it's a gauze fabric. I do like wearing, you can see the black SD. I do think black quite suits me as a colour, particularly as I start to tan a little bit more. And it's just because it's plain, there's probably about 1 metre here. I think I will get another top out of this of some sort. I've actually got the Sew Over It Emily top printed to give a go. It's like a vest style top. I'll pop the picture in here so you can see it. I think this would actually be quite nice for that, because again, it's just another plain top that goes with lots of things. I know, guys, I've been very plain recently. There's not a huge amount of Becky Bites going on there, is there? So I picked that one up. I also purchased off of Rachel's D-Stash. When she put this up, I had to have it because it's got this beautiful jacquard running through it, and it's honestly, to look at this fabric up close, you cannot see this on the screen. It just doesn't show in the way that it does here. But I know it's very floral, which is probably not colours or print that you're used to seeing me in. And I also know that it's definitely more pastel-y. It's like this is a pink background. It's coming up a bit lighter than pink on the screen. But I think the colours are bright enough on this that I can wear it. And there's 2 meters of this, I think. I just want to make a top with it. I just want to make like either an SD, a raglan tee, or a Grainline Studio Scout tee. Just a simple woven top, because I think this would go with some of my plainer trousers, for example. And I just think this is spectacular. So yeah, that arrived this week as well from Rachel's D-Stash. I haven't been buying any more fabric, you'll be pleased to know. Oh, I say that I haven't. I have. I've bought some bits from the sale from Little Legs. The lovely Christine, who is the Gemini Stitcher here on YouTube, she shared some purchases in a Monday Makes and Plans, and it made me go over and have a look, and I ended up buying some bits. So yeah, but I only spent £20. So I kind of go, I haven't spent a huge amount of money. Not that that justifies it, but you know, I didn't spend a lot of money in there. I literally picked up a couple of bits, and they are, the bits that I've picked up, I bought sensibly because they're winter fabrics. So therefore, as we move into the winter, I just thought they were such a good bargain. I didn't want to leave it. So they will go straight out to the stash for winter. So plans for this coming week. I'm obviously going to finish off my Nell blouse and get those buttons put on. So that will be fully finished for next week to share with you. The other thing that I want to do is start the Nina Lee Holland Park dress. Now, I talked about this in a vlog that I released earlier this week, which showed a load of fabrics. And it's just a beautiful dress. There's a strappy version, there's a t-shirt version, there's a t-shirt-y style dress. It's got elastic casing to bring you in. It's got elastic puff sleeves, a bit similar to the Mabel in some respects, but minus the shearing. It looks like a very clever construction. I was reading through the pattern instructions and I really fancy this. I think because the weather's nice, I really want to get it done so I can wear it. The problem is I've looked at the weather forecast next week and it's awful. So I'm going to make it up and we're going to get rain. But it doesn't matter because that's what we're going to do. We're going to make that up. And I was thinking of doing that. I mean, this could be classed as a more wintry style fabric, but I've got 4 meters of this. I got this from Rainbow Fabrics a while back. Again, they might have this still online. I'll have a look, and if they have, I'll link it below. So it's this black background, but it's got this red vibrant pots of colours, and it's got the dots and the leaves all over it. And I just think that would make a really lovely dress. Now, I may change my mind on the fabric because the more I look at this, the more I'm thinking winter, and I think it's just because it's so dark. But I do think a viscose is what I'm going to use either way to make this. I want to make the dress up. I think I just want to do a knee-length version potentially, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to get on with that over tomorrow, so Saturday, and then perhaps have a top or something easy to work on in the week. My mum has a procedure on Sunday, so that we're going to be doing that. That's going to wipe out Sunday, and depending on how she is from that, I might end up being with her for 24 hours or so. So we'll just see on how much sewing gets done this week, but I am excited. So I think that is everything that I have got to share with you this week. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you as always. Let me know in the comments down below what you're sewing, and let me know what you think of the makes that I've made this week. I always look forward to hearing from you. And once again, just a massive thank you for all the well wishes, the coffees, etc. I am so grateful, and I love being part of this community. You're all wonderful. Take care. Happy sewing. Bye.